Hi, everyone. I'm Stephen Carpenter. I'm a visual artist, and I'm on quite an adventure. I like to see the music, hear the colors, and feel the spaces. Curious? Well, I'm building out a project in visual music. There'll be a lot of surprises along the way. I'm hoping most of them are going to be good, but we can share them together. Let's get started. As promised, more on Triptychs, more information than you ever thought you needed to know. But let's get going. I came up with the idea of triptychs, and the panels are of two different sizes. So it's not just three panels in a row or whatever. There's a smaller panel and two larger panels. And I did a couple of pictures some years ago now where that was the case. And my intent was that by having a configuration other than rectangular, it allows a space for the viewer to fill in the details in the spaces that don't make the rectangle. And what that does is that helps to engage the viewer in what is presented on the surface. Since there's music involved, there's an auditory kind of sense to it, which then begins to fill in some of those spaces. It sounds complex, but when you're dealing with it sensibly, and I don't mean it in rational terms, but I mean in terms of sight and sound, when you're dealing with it, well, we'll say sensorially, it makes very clear sense. So that's where I am. The next thing is that there are possible maybe 24, 26 different configurations of those three panels. And that's what I'm working on now to get a sense of how the image is going to be. The first panel is a vertical one with the small panel in between, which will represent the organ. So you'll have a sense of the inside of the cathedral with the organ high up on the wall. The second panel, which is where the music starts, is the three panels horizontally. Small panel on the left, two larger panels side by side. It goes through a series of, I'll call them permutations, of different arrangements. It goes through a series of arrangements. And some of them will be two large panels together with the small panel on top or on the side or underneath. The last panel, which is what I have sketched out, has it's horizontal again. And this time it's the two large panels left and center with the small panel on the right. So if you can picture the beginning and the end, they are like bookends. And so that's how I'm now beginning to conceive of this project. How many are going to be in between, I don't know. I'm afraid that it's going to be a couple of dozen. And then we have to multiply that times 3 because each of the panels will be a set of 3. I have a lot of work to do, basically, but it's going to be a lot of fun and a lot of work. And I'm hopeful that it will do what it is I think it's going to do. Well, look at that. We made it to the end of this session. Don't worry, there's more content coming, and please subscribe so that you can be notified the second it comes out. And also, if you have a mind, check out the website. Until next time.